I've been having such a hard time with going live on IG that I'm going to just go live on Instagram to talk about this full moon that's happening on Friday. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. If you already hit the notification bell, cut it off, cut it back on again because we're going live. And we got a lot to talk about. I'm telling you, as soon as I start talking, they start bleeping my ass out. Anyway, I was just thinking about something, and I'm gonna just cut to the point, right? Y'all know this world is fucked up, right? And the people that adhere to this world is fucked up by default, right? So say, for instance, it's a truth to the direction of your life. And all you got to really do is figure that out. And the best version of yourself is kind of what you're working towards. And you can't just be like fixated and focused on one thing. You can't just be like, well, I'm focused on money, but not relationships. I'm focused on relationships, but not money. I'm focused on my career, but not relationships and money. Like, you gotta focus on all of this shit. Because if you are a human being and you give a fuck about this one thing, that other shit that you forgot about is the reason why you leaning so hard on that other shit. So people who care specifically about money and don't understand love and family, they will be like, fuck family, fuck love, fuck relationships. Just give me a girl with a hoe, right? And then the people that fall into that man's trap is the people who missing out on the facts of there's no way that a man could actually deal with you by just fucking you. Like, and that's good. Right? Like that's toxic and traumatic. If you share an intimate moment with a dude and then you don't even talk to him or can't talk to him or can't access him, then want to get into a relationship and play like, oh, I'm about to give you this sacred yoni and this is why we're going to be in this relationship through lifetimes and lifetimes. Well, actually, that was a ship that you could have got on, but you let it sail by. And now you're on the shore. Now, I'm doing this video for men who want to know what it takes to survive in a relationship. You must be a healer. You're not going to get into you must heal yourself, your masculine energy, your inner child, your woundedness, your abandonedness. You got to heal your feminine energy, your feminine wound, your mother wound, your father wound, and then you got to heal your wife. Because she ain't going to say, you know what, the reason that I'm asking you to do all of these things is because I'm unhealed. She never gonna say that. She gonna say, I want you to do 1,000,001 things. And after you do that 1,000,001 things, I ain't gonna be satisfied. Dog, I'm not saying this to bash or to criticize. I'm just saying you ain't never heard a woman say, you know what? I'm specifically satisfied in the love that I am giving. Receiving. I don't want more. I'm just 100 and million or 10% satisfied. It's a little bit within them to say, I want a little bit more. And that's what give us our drive. That's what give us our wantingness to succeed and do great in life, to please the woman in our life. And I feel like that's natural and healthy. I'm talking about the acknowledgement of healing. It ain't just about finances. It ain't just about attention. It ain't just all about faithfulness and you wanting this specific thing. And if you don't get this specific thing, then you get mad. At a certain point in the middle of your anger and confusion in reference to the opposite gender is your healing. Sincere healing. Most of y'all don't know how to heal. If you have sex with a man and you can't talk to him and you can't deal with them, that's trauma. And you got to know how to heal that. How you going to heal that? With drugs? How you going to heal that? With makeup? Listening to deep people? I'm going to tell you how you heal it. You got to think about all of the past times where you was hurt and you was traumatized, and you got to bring it to your conscious memory, and you got to write about it. You got to source that pain. You got to identify that pain. You got to know what that pain is and was and how you felt. You got to look at that pain from multiple angles. You can't say, well, it's normal to feel pain. Everybody have pain. Because that's not the reality that we live in, people giving a fuck about your pain. You would like and to hope that a person would be able to heal you by having a lot of money, looking good, doing all of this wonderful stuff. You would hope that you would find a great man, but you don't need to find a great man. You don't need to find a great woman if you would just heal. You don't need to judge your partner so harshly and so critically if you would just heal. It's like people have the most articulate critiques in reference to another person, but if you ask a person who hurt you, why did they hurt you, what did you learn from it, how did you grow into it, what was the alchemy from it, they don't give you no real understanding behind it. Well, what was the reason for having sex with your boyfriend? What was the reason for having sex with your boyfriend? Did you think that that was going to lead you into a long-term relationship? So whatever negative things and red flags that you seen, you just thought that if you was going to give him some sex, that he was going to value you and appreciate you, and you was surprised when it didn't work out that way. You was upset when it didn't work out that way. But if you was actually got game from a divine masculine that wanted to communicate to you the do's and don'ts in reference to dealing with men, you would have never been hurt or disappointed by a man ever in your life. Because you would know their nature. You would know how they move. You would know how they think. I know for a fact my wife ain't going to say, Kyrie hit me. Kyrie is violent. I'm not a violent person. It's men that are violent. And you can see the signs way before. You can have dinner with a man and understand if he's violent, if he's unsafe, if he's somebody that you should move forward with. But your emotions is not good detectors on what's a good man and what's a bad man. A wise elder is. A father, a brother, some of y'all sons. The question then is always, well, I have children. Should I bring my children around this man that I'm talking to, or should I not? But you know for a fact you and your child tied to the hip, y'all together all the time, and you really like this man, y'all gonna be together all the time. If it ain't gonna work out between all three of y'all, or all four of y'all, or all five of y'all, why would you be in a relationship with a man that you can't bring around your kids? And then be mad at the circumstance, or be mad at the man, or mad at, if a man can't handle your children, or your children can't handle the man, then the common denominator is you. what I'm saying is a lot of times healing is the main ingredient to your salvation and elevation. Healing. Writing down the traumatic experiences, processing it, and looking at it, staring at it, being immersed in that pain until you figure out the lesson. Because in reference to the opposite of that is a motherfucking pretty ass bitch smiling, saying a whole bunch of shit that don't nobody really even give a fuck about. But it sound good and feel good, and people will listen to it because you know why? A motherfucker will look at a fat ass and know that they girl ain't stacked like that, or a girl will look at a nigga with some motherfucking Cartier shades and thousands of dollars in chains on. You know why they're doing that? To escape their pain that they're living in right now. And they living vicariously through another person on social media or the television. And people been doing this since Word Up magazine. Your mama did this with fucking Bobby Brown. This ain't even no new shit. Your mama would have fucked Bobby Brown and left your daddy and ruined the whole household if she ever had the chance to do so. But in church, they talk, I heard a pastor talk about lust, and I always realized that lust ain't if you could get some pussy. That's not lust. Cause if you want to get the pussy, if you want to cheat on your husband, if you want to leave, if you want to do, you've already committed the sin. Cause the sin don't never take place in the physical more than it take place in the mind. This is the truth. So what happens in the mind tends to manifest in real life, and ain't no wiggle around it. But since we can't balance on all 5 fingers, we try to balance on one. So you get a bitch talking about money all the fucking time. Well, can we talk about relationships and how to be successful in our relationships and have healthy kids and healthy, happy homes? No, let's just talk about getting money. Then the bitch will tell you about relationships and how just being with a dusty ass nigga is going to be the end all be all to your problems. But what about money? You don't need money. All you need to do is collect the dust under his armpits and smell it, and you'll be just fine. We meditate together. We don't need money. Okay, that's a fail. To me, the difficult part is learning how to balance. And this is why the Libra scale is a scale, and it represents partnership. It's a lot of shit that you got to factor. And if that shit is out of balance, you can't then go into your illusions and into your fear-based experience. The same type of women that'll love you will be petrified of losing you. Men don't understand that. A man will be like, well, she just said that she loved me last week. This week she fucking keyed my car. Good. What's the difference? What have changed? She was never loyal to you as an individual. She was loyal to the emotion that you gave. And if you gave her positive emotions, it might have felt as though she loved you. It might have felt as though she cared about you, but you knew for a fact that she didn't when she was pissed off. Now she don't even want to talk to you no more because you turned her off, or you said something, or you did something. In dealing with most women, you is walking on a tightrope. You is not allowed to be yourself. So since you ain't allowed to be yourself, most men learn how to cope and adapt by lying to your ass. Telling you don't nothing ever happen as far as when you shit, only rainbows come out. You've never shitted a turd. You never had diarrhea. You never had a UTI. Your underarms smell like lavender and sandalwood. A nigga would tell you all of this shit and be saying the same thing to 50 other women, because a woman that likes a man, another woman is going to like that man. And if you a man that women like, you going to figure out the code to women. Because the thing about women, they don't realize that the shit that they kick is the same shit that everybody kick. I never heard a girl come with some unique game where I was like, you know what? You really came with some profound shit there. You said some shit that really made me think. You know, I'm really like, whoa, like that right there. You really showed the compassionate and understanding heart. For real. You was not pandering or patronizing me or using your pussy as a power or putting your pussy on the pedestal or nothing. Like, you came to me on some real profound shit right there. That was, blew me away, sis. Like, you really care about me as a human being. Like, you not loyal to your emotions. You loyal to me as an individual. You care about my happiness. You care about my growth and development. Dog, that's never going to fucking happen. And the quicker you realize that, the better you are in your relationships, because you know your responsibility. Because, dog, before, if you got a wife, your wife wasn't factoring you in when she was fucking them niggas in her 20s. She wasn't saying, well, I'm gonna get married one day, so can you just fuck me halfway? Can I just get half of the dick? I don't want you to put the whole dick in there. Just give me half of that, okay? Because I'm getting married. You're not going to be my husband, right? Don't tear it out the frame. Just be gentle with me. Save it for my husband. She never said that. So when you meet her, you going to have to heal daddy long dick. This is modern reality for most men in life. And if you ain't prepared to think like this, to heal, to think about the past in a way of, damn, that was fucked up. We gotta really heal from that shit. We need to do real situational conversations about the things that trigger you and hurt you so we can move past it. I'm saying all of this to say most men ain't gonna love you that much. So if you haven't had a casual sexual relationship and you think of marrying a man one day, hold on to that thought. Don't give the man that's going to love you, put $50,000 down on a wedding, pay your rent indefinitely for the rest of your life. Don't give him, well, you know, I was horny. Don't give him that. He don't deserve that. He don't deserve that. And he's not a fucking healer. He's not a healer. He haven't been trained by the ancestors and the elders to be understanding and compassionate and to look at the past with restorative heart, understanding and overstanding. He just thinking, man, I want a woman to love me in a way that I'm loving her. I'm going to give her my all. I hope that she give me her all. But until you heal, you're not giving him shit but your unhealedness. It was a reason that majority of black people waited until they got married to have sex. If it was right or if it was a wrong, you could understand the reason of arranged marriages, because in my mind, my honesty is, give me a random bitch off the streets. I'll learn to make it work if she is willing to make it work. If she understands the reality is that I'm a stranger nigga, she a stranger woman, and we gotta figure this shit up from ground zero. What's your favorite color? Do you like spaghetti? Oh, I'm a vegan. You a vegan too? Oh, you like chicken? Well, why you like chicken? Why you like being like, let's do that. But let's make sure that this is an arranged marriage, so we can't divorce. Meaning that we have to figure out how to cohabitate. In this society, when you choose to love a woman, you are choosing to be taken for granted. Can't help but to take you for granted, because you ain't never walked home after a long days of work to a surprise party just because you paid the rent for the past 59 months consecutively, never a late payment. So it's a surprise party. It's your wife, her best friend, and her cousin with the fat ass. She gonna hold the camera. and give you back rubs and massages and shit. She gonna be the fluffer. You don't deserve a porn scene? All the month you paid rent? That's what you want. When you went to that bullshit ass party on the fucking rooftop and got the bottles and the couch and the VIP and spent $1,500, that's what she wanted. That's what she wanted. You ain't want to go. You could have stayed at home, played 2K, Call of Duty, and been perfectly fine. But if you ever said, I want this, not like we want this, like thinking about her too, like maybe you would like this movie too. If you be like, no, I want to watch this, I want to do this because I'm into this. And I know you ain't into it, but I still want to do it. You disrespectful. But she's also unhealed and unable for you to be. Y'all see it in all types of relationships. If man say some shit that his wife don't like, she give him that look. Like, you know you can't speak your truth, nigga. You know you can't embarrass me. You know you can't shame me. And you know you can't guilt me. You know this is the Stepford Wives. I'm going to tell you some real shit. You would be in a situation and you would think like you got a situation where your girl happy-go-lucky. Like, this is the one right here. She really happy. You don't understand she loyal to her emotions. So the moment that something happened, like if she happy, she also saying, if this shit fuck up again, I'm about to fuck this nigga. He don't even know the ass whooping that's coming for him. If he even blink, if a girl with a fat ass walk by and he don't close his eyes for the next 5 seconds, I'm rocking him in his fucking teeth. Like and the mindset is great men just fall under the bridge. And great men are not snatched up like $100 bills in the middle of a New York City motherfucking rush hour on the streets. With homeless men just sitting on the side of the road, just looking at the ground. And a good man is $100 bill. How long you think good men last on the market? Like great men that's out here doing the good shit. Not long. If you don't got them, you should have got them in high school. They be like, the older you get, it ain't that you getting older. It's just that the good quality men, they get snatched up. Because most niggas ain't shit. Most niggas are little boys. So like a man is like not even a percentage of the population. You don't even get a full percentage of a man. Most adult men will play video games and wear Air Jordans. One's in the chat. Most men that you know got little boy tendencies. They got toys and cars and video games and collecting shit. Most men don't know about a fucking interest and compound interest and shit and investing. Most men play football and basketball. Football and basketball is a game we played as kids. Most men are children. So you ain't never really met a man. You ain't never met a man in your fucking life. If you really wanted to be technical about it. Why would a man sit in front of a screen and watch a football when his kids don't have a trust or a ways of surviving if he was to kill over watching fucking Deion Sanders coach his son or some dumb shit? Like, come on, man. Most men is boys, little kids. The reason that you can't even identify it is you got this thing called an emotion. And an emotion will say, whatever I'm feeling is correct. That's worse than a fucking AR-57. I don't even know if that's a real gun. But if it was a real gun, emotions would be a fucking grenade launcher. Emotions will send you into a situation you don't even got no fucking business being in. When you take your emotions out of it, you come to your senses like, damn, I should never fuck with that broke ass nigga. But your emotions said, what did your emotions say actually? Your emotions will have you out here looking dumb as hell, stupid as fuck, like listening to what a man say, not watching what he do. Niggas that know, niggas repeat verbatim to you, actions speak louder than words, but then talk to a lying ass nigga. Like, why would a nigga even talk to you on the phone if he ain't lying to you? The only reason that I want to talk to somebody is if I gotta lie to him. Cause like most of the time, you know, motherfuckers going to drain on your energy and pull on your energy, and most people don't have shit to offer you. A real man ain't going to give you the time of day because you ain't even healed. Your bitch ass ain't even healed to offer that good ass man something. This nigga know about investments. This nigga could just be like, bitch, move in. You don't even got to work, but you want to test him like you tested Tyrone because you haven't healed. You could never qualify for a man if you haven't healed. Because most men aren't healers. Most men aren't thinking, let me wake up and heal her past trauma. That's your fucking responsibility. And if you say all of the qualities that you need of this man, but you ain't never even getting to the point of identifying the people that hurt you, the ways that they hurt you, coming to grips, coming to terms with it, facing it, immersing yourself in your pain, your emotional pain, your mental pain, your anxiety, coming to the reality that I should have never fucked those niggas. Society failed me. They didn't teach me how to control or how to understand my wound. And if you want to exacerbate it, you can look online and see all of these fake ass bitches saying a whole bunch of shit that will just be a band-aid. You're not loyal to a man. You're not loyal to nobody but your emotions because you haven't healed. So you looking for something that feels good. You need to heal your fucking ass. I promise you, once you heal, once you release, once you learn the lessons, you'll be able to listen to a man. You'll be able to process a man. You'll be able to understand a man. You'll be able to see a man in reference from a boy. So you would never waste time with a boy, the boy that's going to waste your time. You will only give your energy to a man. And then you will stand out. I promise you. Any woman, I swear to God, I promise you, I put this on everything that I love. Any woman that is trying to balance out a man's life is going to stick out like a fucking sore thumb. Cause most of these bitches, bro, they is about to take from you, take from you, take from you, take from you, and take from you, and give you some pussy. Like here goes some pussy, and then give me, take. So if you say, I know you're a great man, I see you a great man, I see how you move, I see how you talk, all I'm seeking to do is balance you out. How can I balance you out? Maybe you just need somebody to listen to and talk to. You can say, I'm already healed. I'm already healed. So you don't have to heal me. So you don't have to prove your love to me. When you unhealed, you only looking for a man to prove his love to you because you already done fucked up. So the only thing you got is emotional headlocks and jujitsu and kung fu on a nigga, man. Then be online like, I'm getting too old and I'm this and I'm like, just heal. It's getting kind of crazy. It's getting like too convoluted. It's like it's reaching that threshold point where like it's about to just explode. And that's because nobody is healing. Everybody, like, I can see it. I guess it's just me. I can see like the only thing you need to do is be authentic. You can say fuck it all. Like today, you can wake up and say, this is the real me. This is the real me. This is who I am. You would be much better off than a person that's fake. Let me just rephrase it. The thing about life is that it gives you what you are. And sometimes you can be in a situation where a person is telling you the truth, but you can't hear it because your filters is based upon past trauma, and so you perceive everything through your trauma filter. So everything that you create is out of lack and out of necessity or out of want or out of desire. But I'm going to tell you, it's a different energy. It's a different frequency from creating out of balance. And that's when divine masculine and divine feminine are honest with each other. And just because I'm in a relationship, that don't mean that my relationship is great and successful. The only way that I can deem my relationship successful is if it's some ugly shit that we have to talk about. It's some truths that we have to uncover. It's some work that I have to go through within myself to say, baby, I failed in this area. I need to improve in this area. I need to be better. I need to be better. I'm taking accountability for the areas in my life where I fucked up because I love you that much. Can you do the same thing for me? And if you got a real authentic relationship, your partner will say that. And I'll just give y'all the counter juxtaposition. Would a successful relationship be a person who is just showing you the greatest sides of life and how beautiful it is, and utilizing social media to Photoshop and just give you good, amazing? Or somebody that's going to tell you it's really sweet and it's really amazing, but the work that it takes to get there, I'm gonna tell y'all, I've been working on a manifestation for the past, since COVID happened. And I've been diligently putting all of my energy into, it's like I suffered on the inside for so long. But I would have continued to suffer, y'all, ad nauseum forever. I would have went crazy. I would have went into a mental institution, all because I didn't speak my fucking truth. All because I wasn't receptive to my wife's truth. Because I'm afraid of guilt, shame, and embarrassment. I'm afraid to piss a person off. I'm afraid to argue. I don't like conflict. But it's something about being in love. It's something about being a leader of a black family that you gotta know how to manage and survive and thrive through and to conflict. You can't be a man and be afraid of conflict. You can't be a man and not know how to resolve trauma, or be afraid of trauma, or be afraid of pain, or seek comfortable situations. I ain't always know that. I know that, so I know how to play my position. So it's like, in knowing, in growing, in developing into what is manhood, sacred manhood, I also would say that you ain't about to meet a nigga on the street that have that heart. And I know it's like, I know people go in one ear and out the other, and that's fine. But it might be a few people that listen that's really struggling and really comparing or really wishing or hoping for something external. And through all of my life and through all of my work and through all of my understanding, I wish that I never would have done anything but paid attention to myself. I wish I would have never thought about nothing else. And if that would have made me be a factory worker, or if that would have made me be a garbage can collector, at least I would have put the energy and onus on developing me to be the best person that I came here to be. I think sometimes we get consumed in other people's lives and we get the false belief that we can help somebody or we can uplift or enlighten a person. But that comes from being unhealed. The moment that you heal, you start to realize that, God damn, it was so hard for me to heal. I can't offer you no easy. You wouldn't even understand what healing was if you ain't take every fucking step of the healing. If you miss one step, you might even forget that this is what you even doing. So no, when I get on here and I talk about spirituality, I don't got no glitz and glam or no beautiful image to sell you. I don't got no fairy tale. Man, spirit don't give a fuck about you, man. Listen, I'll tell you what spirit is like. Spirit is you, and you are like an ant. When have you ever, now this, you might have done this, but how often do you get a crumb off your table and give it to a fucking ant? You know what you do when you see an ant? You stomp on this motherfucking floor. You try to kill that fucking ant with your righteous ass. That spirit, should the ant care about what the fuck I'm doing? Should the ant be doing offerings and fucking rituals to me? Or should the ant be worried about his fucking self and his fucking ant life? What would that ant get out of caring about me? That ant don't know. If I see him face to face, I might step on his ass. Humans come and go on this motherfucker. Spirits don't give a shit. If they did, wouldn't you be in a different situation? Spirits do care, but they're not going to show you everything positive or be in a situation that is directly in relation to what the fuck you got going on. Like you must like when I just travel, dog, like traveling just blows my mind. Like just being on the highway, all of the cars coming this way, all the cars going that way. Every fucking city and town is filled with people who give a fuck only about themselves. It's fucking mind-blowing to me. It's really mind-blowing that we could get caught up in these lies and believe these lies and spread these lies and never get to the actual truth of human beings dealing with their pain, facing their pain, going through their pain, so their pain isn't such a debilitating force. The purpose of this is that, because I'm about to end this video, and I just want to say that it's so much normal and easy for us to run from our pain. It's so hard for us to face our pain, not try to release our pain, because when you release your pain, you didn't learn the lesson. So pain without a lesson is not in divine order. God is not going to give you a pain and not give you a lesson. Every pain is attached to a lesson. Now, how deep, and the reason that it is true is because emotional and mental pain will linger forever, for life. It'll never disappear. They say time heals all wounds. No, the fuck it don't. You got family members hurt over some shit that happened in the 70s. You wasn't even alive, but niggas is still sad over that shit. Don't mention Marco. Yeah, that was sad about Marco, man. It was 1969. He was at the disco and the disco ball fell on his head. Yeah, he was one of the best disco dancers. He was going to be in Saturday Night Fever, but then he died and they gave the role to John Travolta. Niggas be sad over shit you don't even fucking know about. There is no... Niggas know everything, right? Niggas will build a fucking Tesla. Niggas will know Forex charts and computations, but when it comes to healing your trauma, motherfuckers wouldn't even have a clue on how to do it or how to heal. So, try not to run from your pain. Try to face your pain. Try to learn from your pain. And you will actually get into a place of balance and stability in life. The things that are throwing you off, the things that are keeping you imbalanced, the things that are keeping you in limbo is you constantly running from your pain, constantly running from your unhealedness, constantly running from your trauma. So, I'm about to get to work. Join me on YouTube tonight. We're going to talk about the full moon. It's going to be later tonight, probably about 11 or 12. So, yeah, if y'all up tonight, join me tonight. We'll do some more talking, get into some more metaphysics. Peace.